Hello guys, this is SOS Locksmithing, Locksmithing 101 for Honda Accord 2015 proximity remote. I have an original remote that does work for the vehicle, if you can hear it. And what I like to do, especially if it's a dealer, I like to see if the car works by turning on. This particular car is an eco car. Or a hybrid, so you're not going to hear it crank up like a normal car. Now the battery is low on the original remote, so I will have to change that as well. And I'm using the Code Cannibal today, and we are going to do step by step on how to program. Again, this is Locksmithing 101. You probably, if you've been a locksmith for a while, are not going to learn anything new. So I actually have it already in my favorites, and then I always choose the very first one for Honda. It's initiating. The car I have on currently right now, which is kind of how I like to do it, so it can read it a lot faster and better. Waiting to see what the options are. Option 1, it says Acura or Honda. We're working on a Honda. Now I like to personally pick my own model. I don't like the car, it takes just too long for it to automatically detect the model. So I'm going to put here that we're in the US. I put Accord, I put proximity, and then you get to the years. This one's a 2015, a button. They say that sometimes you have another option for knob. Never in my life of doing locksmithing have I ever seen a knob Honda. Anyways, always do type 1. If type 1 does not work for you, go straight to type 2. Type 3 is 2020 and above. Now there's an option to add keys or all keys lost. This is an added key since we have an original key. And it says turn on the ignition. Now, not crank. So I'm going to turn off. And I'm going to hit the start button twice for the lights to come on. And it's going to be hard to see, but that's what it is. And going to hit OK or enter. If you're working on the Code Cannibal, it says take all smart keys out of the car. This is one of the least favorite things that I hate about Hondas, is you have to take both out of the car, put one in. Some people like to put it above the roof. That has never worked with me when it came to Honda. I guess it has a really good range of sensing where the key is. So I like to put it, because I'm in a dealership, I just put it on the next car, so I'll be right back. I'll actually take you with me to show you where I put it. So this is the next car. I just put it on the hood on the other side, and it doesn't detect it. And I kind of just stand up for this one. It says take all smart keys out of the car. So I press enter. Then it says put one programmed key in the car. So I'll get the original. I usually separate mine. I take the original and I leave it on the chain, and then the new one I don't put on a chain. So here's my original. Put it in the car, and I'm going to just set it right here. It doesn't necessarily need to be on the button. Just set it right here. So then it says put one program smart key in the car, and you're gonna hear this. I don't know if you can hear it. That's a good sign. It's reading the original key. Sometimes it takes a couple of seconds. Sometimes it may take up to a minute. And if it takes a little too long for me, I'll put it next to the smart button. But it read it. So now it says take all smart keys out of the car. So I'll take the original out, and I automatically bring the one that I'm programming into the vehicle, because I already know it's going to ask for it, so I don't have to get up twice. So now changing the keys, taking the one that doesn't have the tag on it, and then this part is where you're going to do a lot of the manual work, which I wish I could flip the camera around, but I cannot. So it says take all smart keys out of the car. I press enter, put new smart key in the car. Let me show you. Put new smart key in the car, press enter, It says recognizing key. This one I do put up to the smart button, and it says right now switch ignition off, so I turn it off. Switch ignition on, I hit it twice to put it on. Switch ignition off, and I use the key to do it. I don't use my fingers. Switch ignition on. It asks if the light is extinguished. Now here it would be that light right under that tire light that has the exclamation mark. If it's green and it's flashing, you did not do it right, and you do have to follow the instructions extremely well. It says turn off the ignition, so I turn it off. It says turn on again, so I turn it on again. Turn off, turn on, and then it should say program success. So I just hit enter, let it go out, and then we're going to test it out. So I like to turn off the vehicle, check the buttons first. I hear the clicks, and then this one again, it's not gonna sound like cranky because it's an eco, but it says ready. It says ready here, charge, power. So that is done. So this was a 15 Honda Accord Locksmithing Basic 101.